we had an infinite amount of time in our day, or were even able to live without sleep, we would never be able to achieve perfection with our work. This might sound like a depressing statement. It means that the excitement of life can become monotonous and even a drag because we'll never be able to be perfect. The goal of getting better and improving becomes mundane because there is seemingly no point in it if perfection is not achievable. This is how I felt when I began my work as a photographer. I run an Instagram account of gingerbread photos where I post many photos and photography tips of my travels and just daily life. I began the account shortly after my 18th birthday when my mother took me on a trip to Alpena, Michigan for celebration. My birthday is in September, but we were wanting to experience the fall colors on the trip, so we waited until October to go. That year, for a graduation present, I received my first camera and was taking photos of anything I could. The whole trip to our destination was full of the vibrant oranges and reds of changing leaves, and I couldn't wait to take photos of the beautiful fall colors. My excitement was short-lived, however, when we arrived to Alpena and were met with some of the thickest fog I have ever experienced. Not only was the fog almost unable to see through at times, blocking any photo opportunities, but since we were in the upper regions of Michigan, the reds and oranges of changing leaves had turned to the dark greens of evergreen trees that lined the lakeshore. The locations that we traveled to were lacking in the colors that I was expecting, and the photos I had wanted to take on this trip as the start of my photography journey became unavailable. I started to feel that the perfect start was impossible, and I might as well stop photography right there before I even started, possibly, and failed. My mindset was destined for failure at the very beginning. This brings me back to my original idea of the impossibility of perfection. Some choose to view the reality that they will never make anything truly perfect as a sign that they should not even begin. Why start if you're already destined to fail? This mindset will take you into the battle already defeated. It's true that perfection is not achievable, that we will never truly make it. But there's another way of looking at it that is not only more positive, but also more freeing to your creative journey. If perfection is not attainable, then no one has achieved it. Not even the greatest filmmakers, artists, musicians, nobody has achieved anything truly perfect. There have been many times that I've heard interviews with creators that I truly admire and listened as they pick apart their own work and detail how they can do it better and differently now that they know more. I'm shocked that they can see any room for improvement in such an esteemed piece of work. The fact that perfection is not attainable means that there are endless ways that you can get better. Instead of seeing it as a ceiling that cannot be reached, it means that there's no roof at all. That there is an endless area that you can grow in, as a limitless expanse that you can always explore and grow into a master of your craft. When I was in Alpena on vacation in the densest fog, instead of putting off the beginning of my photography career and the opportunity to establish myself in the photography community, I used the difficult conditions instead to my advantage. The fog created dreamy scenes, adding a bit of mystery to the photos, and became the photos that I still look back on years later as some of my favorites. They have such character to them that I continue to look for with my current work. It might have been beginner's fortune that I was able to capture such images, but I still think that it had something to do with the fact that the difficult weather and the unexpected element somehow unblocked my fear of perfection. I was able to stop worrying that everything had to go as I thought it would and live in the moment, capturing all of the images with my camera. I hope that this has inspired some of you to look past the expectations of perfection that you've put on yourself in your own work. Instead of looking to truly make it, look instead to improve and get better in your field. If you would like to check out my photos and what I'm doing, make sure to check out Gingerbread Photos on Instagram, where I post photos of travel and my daily content. Also make sure to like, comment on your favorite photo that was featured in this video, and subscribe to get more content like this. See you in the next video.